Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, you just can't get your healthy habits to stick? I used to too, until week 4 of my 75 soft challenge, where I now have routines that feel effortless. I'm using time-based and location-based habits that make it impossible to fail. And I have one game-changing trick that makes my morning excuse-proof. So if you're ready to stop restarting and to start thriving, then stick with me. And I'll show you how to make your routines as easy as mine, no matter if you have a busy family life, personal life, or just a busy schedule. Welcome back. My name's Miranda, and I'm on a journey to lose over 120 pounds. And after countless times of being inconsistent in my routines, I've dug into why habits stick. And now, after only 4 weeks, I now have habits and routines that are sticking and are producing results. And I'm going to show you how they're sticking in my life and how you can apply them to your life so that you can have the results too. And make sure that you stick around till the end so I can tell you about that game-changing tip that's helping me bulletproof my mornings for success. I've been using time-based and location-based habits, and I'll break down what they mean and why they're so effective, how I've been using them in my challenge, and how you can implement them in your busy life so that you can stay motivated and keep your progress on track. Before I started this challenge, my workouts were inconsistent at best. I'd work out one morning and then skip the next, work out the next night and then promise to get back at the next morning and skip it again. It was very inconsistent, and I really was down on myself for not being able to keep everything a habit and be able to be successful at keeping a schedule. And that's when I started doing some research, and I came across some information on habits that now make it effortless and make it quite a routine for me to be able to keep a consistent and easy schedule. And I'm going to share that with you so that you guys can incorporate it into your schedules, no matter how busy it is, so that you can have the success that I'm having too. And that's with time-based and location-based habits. And this is something that I've come across in my studies, as well as a book called Atomic Habits. Highly recommend. It's going to be the next book I read after Badass, as I'm coming up to the end of Badass. So I can't wait to get into that. And time-based and location-based habits are exactly as they sound. In fact, you're probably doing some right now. So what are they? Time-based habits are based on the time of day. You're probably doing some of these right now, such as setting your alarm to get up at 7 a.m. every morning, or maybe you take lunch at the same time every day, or you come home from work and at a specific time of night, your show comes on that you really can't miss. So you sit down and watch it at that time of day. Or how about location-based habits? You get up in the morning and you come down and you make yourself a coffee or tea when you enter the kitchen. Or maybe when you come home from work, that special spot where you put your keys on that hook or in that bowl near the door. And at night, when you're done for the day and you go into the bathroom and you brush your teeth, there's that special spot where you put that toothbrush. These are probably habits that you're doing right now, and you can use that for when you're doing new habits that you want to build for your health. Let's take my 75 soft challenge right now. There is a component in this challenge for hydration. More water. 3 liters of water per day for the 75 soft challenge. And for most people, they don't drink 3 liters of water per day already. So that was an increase in water intake that I had to do. I was not drinking 3 liters of water per day before I started this challenge. So I had to increase my water intake when I started this challenge. So what did I do? I incorporated some additional things into my daily routine to make sure that I could increase my hydration a little easier. So in the morning, when I first get up, after I use the bathroom, I come into my room and there's a glass of water sitting on my nightstand, and I drink that right away. It's about 16 ounces of water. So right away, I drink that 16 ounces of water. And I'll tell you, after 4 weeks, I notice when I don't drink that water first thing in the morning. I can feel my body being dehydrated after sleeping all night. And I notice and miss that and actually want to drink that water first thing in the morning. It's become a habit. A good one. Also, first thing in the morning, I will go downstairs to the kitchen and fill up a very large jug of water. It is 64 ounces. That is how big this particular water jug is. And I will fill it up first thing in the morning, right when I get up and go down to the kitchen. And I will bring that because I work from home, to my desk when I start work. This is a visual reminder that I need to drink water. And the main reason for this is because I work at a job where I talk a lot. And because I talk a lot, there's not a lot of pauses for me to drink that water. And so by having that big jug sitting right in my face, it reminds me that I need to drink my water. And so having it there when I'm done with my client, I will stop, and before calling in the next one, I will drink the water. And therefore, because it's right there in my face, I drink my water. I also have time-based reminders that go off every half an hour during my work week, so that every half an hour I'm reminded to drink water, because that way I'm not left with 2 liters of water to drink at the end of my work day, because nothing's worse than having 2 liters of water to drink at 6 p.m. and having that to chug late at night, because if you know, you know. I also have both reminders that are location and time-based. For example, at the very end of my work day, I put aside my work and get out my personal laptop to do my Japanese learning. That's in a previous video that I've done before, where I mentioned that as soon as I'm done work, I set aside my work and get out my Japanese for learning Japanese. It's tied to the end of my work day, and therefore it is both location and time-based because it's done at my work desk. I've also tied my workouts for first thing in the morning. So I get up first thing in the morning before everyone else to get my workout in, because I find personally for me that if I work out first thing in the morning, it just sets the tone for the day. So I am much more successful with my choices, and I have a much more positive attitude towards those choices when I work out first thing in the morning, and I'm much greater at resisting temptation when I work out first thing in the morning. And these are all sorts of cues and habits that you can add into your daily routine as well. So how can time-based or location-based habits work for you? The easiest way to do this is to stack it onto something that you're already doing. So when you get up in the morning, you can add your new routine to the current one you're doing now. So for example, like myself with my hydration, after I'm done in the morning with brushing my teeth and that routine, I come into the bedroom and I drink my water. So when you're done your morning routine, you can tack on the new routine that you want to do. So if it's hydration or something along those lines, you can add it there. Or maybe you've already laid out your clothes the night before for working out, you get in them and you work out. Or maybe you just simply stretching or something else. Maybe it's reading a book or journaling. Whatever your new routine is that you want to do, you can tack it on to an existing routine. This way, it's something that's just adding on to an existing routine, and it's more easy for you to remember, and something that will just seamlessly continue from that existing routine that you're already doing. Comment below what new habit you'd like to add to your daily routine, and try to be as specific as possible because it's more effective that way. It's okay to say, I'd like to do some simple stretches before I get dressed in the morning, but it's much more effective to say something like, I'd like to do hip stretches next to my bed before getting dressed in the morning, because it's much more likely that you'll get it done this way. How would you tie a new habit to your day? Maybe you're not working from home, you're working from an office. Maybe you can have your gym bag already in the car so you can head to the gym right after work, so you don't have to worry about coming home and grabbing your gear and then heading to the gym. It's less friction and therefore more likely that you'll go. Maybe you can have some stuff set up at home by your door, like your running shoes, water bottle, and workout clothes if you work out at home. So maybe you've got like workout tapes or a home gym, and you can just put them on right after work and go right down to work out. And that way it's done, it's over with, and you don't have to worry about spending any more time or getting that sucked in couch feeling and not being able to get up and work out later on in the night. Maybe it's something for the weekend, like setting aside some time to prep fresh fruit and vegetables or fresh meals for later in the week that you can have on hand, so that when you come home busy from your workday, you've got fresh food or fresh meals already ready to go. You want to implement my game-changing tip that has bulletproofed my mornings, and that is all to do with my evening routine. My evening routine is the pillar of how I set up for a very successful 75 soft challenge. Without my evening routine, I would not be able to have a successful challenge right now, because it all starts at night, not in the morning. And this is why. If I waited until the morning to try and find my workout clothes, to try and find my workout shoes, to try and get a water bottle filled, all that friction would cause me not to do it. And I know that. So I set up everything the night before. I already have my workout gear set up, and it's always in the same place, so I know exactly where it is every morning. My workout bottle already has water with ice in it, already ready to go. And it's one of those ones that keeps that ice ready for 24 to 48 hours, because I like a nice cold drink when I work out. Has to be nice cold ice water. Comment below, do you like ice water or like lukewarm? Because I need to have ice water. It's my preference. So they're either or camps, I don't know, but I need to have ice water. So I fill it up the night before to make sure that it is gonna be cold in the morning, but I don't have to go down and get it. It's already ready to go. Everything is already in its place and everything is set up. So the less friction I have in the morning, the better, because I could just crawl right back into bed and it would be done. I just hit that snooze, right back into bed. So the less friction I have in the morning, it's all because of my nighttime routine. Without my nighttime routine, I would not be as successful as I am on this challenge right now. And in case you didn't know, right now I am down almost 11 pounds in the last 28 days. So I am super excited that I am down almost 11 pounds so far. So this is why my system is so important, to have everything ready at night so that everything is good to go and that I can stay on track. Because even this week, when I've had a lot of vertigo, my medical condition, it's been flaring up and down. It's been really hard for me. Having my system in place so that everything is good to go has been so very important, because when these things happen and my flare-ups happen, I could just crawl right back into bed. I'm done. I'm not going to bother. But knowing that everything is already there, I can just get up and I can just do it. So always have a system in place, and my system has everything to do with my nighttime routine, not my morning routine. So do what is best for you, but it may have everything to do with your nighttime routine. The less friction, the better. And if you are somebody who knows that you would not be liking to hunt for things in the morning when you want to get things done, then make sure that you have a nighttime routine that sets you up for morning success. Because without my nighttime routine, I would not be able to be as successful as I am right now. So that's what I've got for you this week. You guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next one. As always, stay amazing.